Hey, I'm all fucking ears here. I am all fucking ears. Well, seems to be good thus far. So thank you. I'm sorry. I appreciate you joining us. It is Sunday, March 23rd, 2025. My name's Brian. This is Blunt Politics, streaming to you live from beautiful, sunny, just south of Boston, Massachusetts, the best city in the country, possibly the world, too. Has been said so. Has been said. Let me bring in the chat and say, yes, Elaine, hello again. How are you? How are you? I'm so sorry. I don't, again, it just, nothing makes sense to me. Nothing makes sense to me. I understand when, like, something's not right in the settings, then you're like, oh, shit, okay, I had that wrong. That makes sense. Let me change that. But when you go to everything and it's like, okay, that's how it's supposed to be, you got me by the tail on that one. That's right. That's where you lose me. What's up, Berkeley? How are you, bud? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Thanks, Elaine. I appreciate it. Hi, Deanne. What's up, Noedez? Masha, how are you? Thank you to the mods. I appreciate you guys as always. You guys are fantastic and help immensely in keeping this place a safe community where people can, get their opinions and ideas out there without fear of, violent or bigoted retribution. No, I'm good, Carl. I'm good as of right now. As of right now, it's good. The only thing that's bugging me is this thing that I'm sitting on because the zipper is digging into my leg. Other than that, we're good. Oh, hi, Noah Des. And thank you, Yvonne. Don't think that won't count. That absolutely will count for the last stream. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Noah Des, as always. Oh, yeah, sorry. That was just to hide the fact that I was supremely pissed off right there. Man, I didn't want to come back looking like I was about to throw this microphone through the window. What's up, Tobias? How are you? So much to get into. There is lots happening. I'm going to try to get through everything. I think I picked out about 9 to 10 clips. I'm going to try to get through, obviously, a couple articles. But there's something brewing, right? I don't know if you feel it, but it's palpable. There is something brewing amongst the citizenry of this country, whether it be Republican or Democrat. We see it, for example, in the town halls that these politicians are now having and the way that they're getting berated, the emotion that is being shown by the people. Like I said, both Democrat and Republican. A lot of it, probably about 95% of it, I would say, is in and for the Republicans. But again, people are pissed off. People are pissed off, and there's a movement brewing. We're going to talk about that today. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like button. Again, make sure that everybody knows we're here on this stream and not the 14 others that I have put out and will have to delete after the show. Mark, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you. Thank you for your services. Hope everything's well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Thank you guys for being here. I know it's nice out, so you probably could be doing a lot of other things, but you chose to be right here with me, and that means a lot to me. So thank you very much. And if you find yourself enjoying the stream, if you're here for a little bit, make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. If you want to do a little bit more, you can become a channel member. Just below me, I don't know if it's a thanks or a join button or something like that. It's one of those. And it's just, you click it. You can either donate memberships. You can, give a little super chat, and I'll read that at the end of the show like I always do. Hi, Petrazi, just like this. Petrazi just became a new member. Just like that, you can do that. So thank you very much, Petrazi. I appreciate you. Very wonderful of you. Thank you so much. Rox, how are you? Thank you for your services. What's up, Wes? Please don't hide your lovely eyes and haircut. All right. That's why I took them off. Well, that's not why I took them off, but I did take them off. So, all right. So let's get into. Here's just a few things that we're going to be talking about today, right? Again, I don't know if we're going to get through it, but like I said, something's brewing with AOC and Bernie. The movement and the amount of people showing up to these rallies is just ridiculous, especially when you think of The fact that we're not in a political landscape where an election is really imminent, not it just kind of out of nowhere, so to speak. It's just literally from the frustrations of the people, right? I feel like Bernie just happened to be doing this, fighting the oligarchy tour. The people needed an outlet. People are frustrated. They don't know what to do. They want somewhere to be able to take out their frustrations. We've seen the vandalizing and setting fire to Teslas, and we covered on the last show my feelings on that and how that's stupid. Don't do that. You never know how that fire is going to spread and who it's going to affect, so that's just ridiculous. Don't give them ammunition to come back at us. The fact that their sales are dropping like they are all over the world, Australia, Germany, the United States, you name it, that is going to be punishment enough. Right, so please let's act smart. We can protest outside. You can yell and scream outside all you want, but let's not smash and burn. Okay, yeah, that's not what we condone. And I'm not saying that's not going to continue to happen, because again, when you frustrate the people to this point, like I said, they need an outlet, and when they don't have an outlet, they tend to try to create their own. So again, I am saying that we do not condone that. At least I'm not going to speak for anybody. I do not condone any of that action. I think it's stupid. And I think, again, you just give them ammunition to make us look like, crazies and out of control loonies and dangerous people. So let's keep it smart. Again, protest outside, let people know that they don't have, two brain cells to rub together if they're going to walk in there at that dealership and buy a Tesla at this moment. Like I said, if you got a magnet or something like that you can buy online, you can create your own magnets, and you want to put your own statement on something, slap it on the back, right? Something that they can peel off. That's not going to damage their car, but it gets the message across, right? Something like that. Would be okay. Let's get to Petrazi. Thank you so much. Oh, you 9 months. Lots of people are going to see Bernie. Didn't it just say you just became a new member? That was a quick 9 months. I appreciate you, though. Oh, Bark, let's go, buddy. I went skiing the previous 2 Sundays, but I listened to you both days all the way home. But it's good to be live with you today. Let's go. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Where'd you go? Let me guess. Waterville, Sugarloaf. What you said? What you said? Mountain skiing minutes away. Well, let me know where you went. But that's I haven't been skiing in so long. It's such a shame. It really is such a shame. It is such a shame. But it's coming to be golf season, and I just want to say that I tried out the new irons, and they are very good. Very good. I actually hit them a lot farther than the irons I've currently been playing for the last 30 years. So once again, thank you very much. I do appreciate you. TEH Golfer. All right. Let's get into it. Just I want to start off with representing my home city, representing the mayor, Michelle Wu, who came out and had a fantastic speech. Really laid it down. Really, kind of told everybody how Boston is and how we do things around here. So I just wanted to bring that up if I could. And I think if anybody's kind of wondering about the tech issue with the sound, I think the only thing that I can recognize as like some sort of pattern as to when it happens is sometimes, I don't know if it's all the time, but it's when I try to share my screen, or if I have a video file up before I go live, like trying to have it all set up. I think that's sometimes when the sound issue happens. I'm not 100% sure, but if anybody knows about that, please let me know how I can fix that. All right, let's see. All right, here she is. This is Michelle Wu giving, I believe, the state of the city is what they call, think of State of the Union for the president. This is the mayor giving the state of the city address. I just want to play a few minutes of her speech because, strong women are something that we need to really build up. Again, seeing AOC finally get the spotlight. And again, we all have criticisms of AOC. Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not get it twisted, right? I don't want to make it seem like we're all stands here that think she's a princess and have no. Of course, everybody's got their gripes. Everybody's got their. But I think the moment is bigger right now, and everybody recognizes that than our little, inconveniences that we might have with her. I don't know, relationship with Nancy, whatever it may be, whatever gripes you may have, whatever votes you don't think she should have taken, the votes that she should have, that she did take, that sort of stuff. So. let's I just, for me, it's cool to finally see her get the spotlight, because I think a lot of us have had a lot of faith in her, and a lot of a lot of high expectations for her for a while now. So, like I said, we've also seen town halls erupting across the country for GOP members. That's going to be something we're going to take a look at. That's going to be fantastic. I love it. I love to see the people finally grabbing their nuts and getting out there, picking up a microphone and saying, "Listen, you son of a bitch, why are my family members being laid off? They're all fucking veterans. They all fought for this fucking country. They all do their fucking jobs, right? What's going on here? What is going on here? We want answers." So it's great to see. Russia officially crosses the 900,000 casualty mark. I mean, just saying that coming out of my mouth is unbelievable. So we'll take a look at that as well. Like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the mayor here, Michelle Wu, and her statements. Elon reportedly will not receive the war plans related to China. Can you believe that shit? Can you believe that shit? Elon Musk, and again, this is just the report, because he did meet with Pete Hegseth at the Pentagon. So Lord fucking knows what he got shown, right? Lord knows what he knows now. But it's been reported, because everybody's outraged, that he's not going to get these plans, and they've gone back and forth as to why. And we'll play a clip from Donald Trump and I believe Chris Hayes covering it, talking about the hypocrisy in the statements of Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump, and in the Pentagon, right? And then unfortunately, we're going to have to take a look at. I think I was right. I don't know. I'm not going to pat myself on the back, but I think we can finally put John Fetterman in the rear view. I think we can finally kick him to the curb, right? I don't think there's any guesswork to be done. I don't think there's any like, oh, maybe he's got a master plan. There's no like, okay, don't worry about it. Like, we can manipulate Donald Trump. I think that's fucking out, right? Can we agree that's out when you meet with a fucking war criminal and you accept the fucking silver-coated beeper, like the ones that blew up in the pockets or on the pants of Hamas? Right, whatever we think and know and agree to think about Hamas and the horrendous shit that they've done, right? For a United States senator to go over and meet with a known fucking war criminal, somebody who is wanted by the ICC, right? Got a warrant out. Someone who's responsible for possibly hundreds of thousands of Palestinian deaths is meeting with that guy and getting basically the silver coated fucking AK-47, it might have been, that was used to take down the enemy. So again, I think anybody that's been here long enough at Blunt Politics has heard me call out John Fetterman, and again, that's both with his votes and his actions. So it's not just me calling out, it's something that he said that I don't like. So he met with Bibi Netanyahu, Kelly. We'll discuss that if you stick around. Bibi Netanyahu he met with. It must have been in Tel Aviv, because that's where the government runs out of. All right, let's get into Michelle Wu. Let's get into a little badassery from a badass woman. Check this out right here. All right, here we go. Well, that's not how you do it.
Hosts here at the MGM Music Hall, and to all our interpreters tonight, Governor Healy, Congresswoman Presley, Madam President, Council President.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is Michelle Wu, Mayor of Boston, giving the State of the City address. We're just going to check in for the first few minutes and listen to her lay down the law.
President Lujan, Chair Robinson, Mayor Janey, and all our city, state, and county officials, your partnership makes our work possible. Thank you. To our city workers, at a time when public servants are being dismissed and discredited, you continue to show up for our residents and remind us what good government looks like. Thank you for setting the standard every day.
Now listen, make sure you're listening to not only the words she's saying, but how, how forceful and strong and confident, right? She's not backing down from this fight whatsoever.
To my family here tonight, my husband Connor, the best big brothers Blaze and Cass, and baby Mira, I am so lucky. I love you all. And to the people of Boston, thank you for the honor of doing this work alongside you. 2 weeks ago, I went down to DC because Congress had some questions about how we do things here in Boston. Now, it might have been my voice speaking into the microphone that day, but it was 700,000 voices that gave Congress their answer. This is our city.
Now, if you'll remember, this is a toned down play on David Ortiz's "This Is Our Fucking City," right? So it'd be illegal of me and for me not to play this. So I apologize. Just give me a second. But this is what she's referencing here. Yeah, there we go. Google's listening to me. Check this out. I'm going to do this so you guys can see it. All right. Settle down. I'm going to present. Share screen. Hope everything doesn't crash. Let me put this on the screen for you. Play. Oh, I got to take this off, Sarah.
This jersey that we wear today, it doesn't say Red Sox. It say Boston. We want to thank you, Mayor Menino, Governor Patrick, the whole police department for the great job that they did this past week.
Of course, this is right after the Boston Marathon tragedy. I don't know if do they show it in this where he says this is. Oh, here we go. Ready?
This is our city.
Imagine saying that. Imagine that. just popping off with that in a full stadium, kids, everything. I mean, it was fucking fantastic. It really was fantastic. But let me go back to Michelle. I just wanted to let you know what she was referencing on that one.
No one tells Boston how to take care of our own. Not kings, and not presidents who think they are kings.
Not kings and not presidents who think they are kings. Let me get that one more time, Michelle, because it's just fucking put that right in my veins. And Atrocious, if you're just joining us, this is Michelle Wu. This is her State of the City address. She gives a fantastic address. I'm going to play the first couple minutes, like I said. And she just, before you got here, she referenced David Ortiz's "This Is Our Fucking City." Of course, leaving out the fucking, but, you know, that's what she was referencing. So here we go. Appreciate you joining us, Atrocious. Make sure you hit the like button, guys.
No one tells Boston how to take care of our own. Not kings, and not presidents who think they are kings. Boston was born facing down bullies. In DC, during the breaks to nurse the baby, I caught up on the scene unfolding back home. Hands joined in prayer across an interfaith circle at St. Paul's. Bright letters illuminated on the old State House bricks. Homemade signs held high among the crowds on City Hall Plaza. We stand with immigrants. You belong here. Somos una ciudad de inmigrantes. Boston doesn't back down.
I mean, I think, pretty, I don't think there's any guesswork in there if Tom Holm is listening as to how, the city of Boston is going to approach their, unconstitutional, illegal, fucking inhumane treatment of asylum seekers in this country, because we have a process, regardless of what fucking Judge Janine, Pinot Grigio says. You come into this country and you request asylum. There is a fucking process. There are steps to it, and you have legal protection. You don't just rip somebody out as they're in the middle of this process, as they have been doing, sending them to a fucking foreign country, to a place where they're likely to get beat up, murdered, stabbed by, who knows, by both either the inmates or the fucking guards. Yes, and, pretty damn good Spanish, I might say. Pretty damn good Spanish. But just a couple more minutes.
We are a city where the Irish coffee is strong and our opinions are stronger. We may not always agree or see eye to eye, but at the end of the day, we are a family. If you come for one of us, you will get all of us.
Let's go. You come for one of us, you will get all of us. I mean, tell me that's not the most fucking Boston statement. Tell me that's not the most Boston statement. And I know it can be said anywhere. I'm not a fucking fool. I understand. But it definitely sounds like something like, somebody in the next town would say, if you fucking, what's up, Tom? What's up, buddy? I was smashing those irons. I went to the simulator yesterday to test them out. I appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, that's just, it's a wicked Boston fucking statement, if you ask me. Just something you'd hear all around. Like, okay, if you're going to come for me, you're going to get the whole crew, though, just so you know.
We're a city that knows our strength is each other, and we will defend the people we love with all that we've got. When the weight of the world presses down, Boston stands up. It is because of this community and the work we've done together that I was able to raise my right hand, swear an oath, and tell the nation the truth, that Boston is the greatest city on earth.
Yep. Let's go, Michelle.
We are a city that values hard work, where the members of Unite Here Local 26 secured a nation-leading contract so that for the hotel and hospitality workers who drive Boston's tourism industry, one job is enough. We're a city that drives innovation, where the scientists at Vertex invented life-changing non-opioid relief to tackle pain and an epidemic. We're a city focused on the everyday fundamentals, filling 15,000 potholes, cutting the ribbon on 20 parks and playgrounds, planting more than 5,000 trees, expanding library service by 10,000 hours, repairing more than 30 miles of sidewalk and 60 miles of roadway. We're a city where the hot dogs and raspberry lime rickies at Sullivan's are James Beard Award worthy. And where kids named Io and Jeremy from Dorchester and JP grow up to win Emmys and Tonys. We're a city that fills the streets when our teams bring home a banner. Congratulations to the state champion Charlestown and New Mission boys basketball teams, Josiah Quincy girls wrestling, Boston Latin boys hockey, and English high.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Mike. We'll be right here with you, buddy. We'll be fighting for you. Let us know if you need anything. Let us know if there's anything we can do. Just let you know that the lobsters, Bryantologists, everybody here, we're here with you. We're here with you, buddy. We're here for support. Again, if you need somebody to lean on, you need a group to shout at, or whatever the hell you need, just let us know, whatever it may be. Sorry, bud. Really sorry to hear that. Terrible. So I think you guys get the picture with Michelle. She does go on. She says a few more badass things. But if you want to check out that speech, it's online. You can find that. It's like I said, the State of the City address. But yeah, just again, this is how you should approach what's going on today. This isn't like, okay, we're gonna start, playing patty cakes with the other side, and we're gonna make sure that we can, make sure we reach across the aisle and this and that. No. Fuck that. We're gonna tell you this is how. Okay, you come for us, Tom Homan, and she's basically, if you want to ask me, talking to Tom Homan directly in this, right? Talking to Tom Homan directly in this, where she's like, "You want to come? Fucking come." You're gonna have to get through every single one of us, though, because these people do have rights, and if you're gonna come here and to try to violate those rights, then we're gonna stand right the fuck in front of you. And not only that, but we're going to educate them on what their rights actually are, so they know exactly what they can and cannot do if you come knocking on the fucking door, right? So let me see if I can get that out of here. I like this system of doing the video files, but it is kind of tedious to go click in and check in. So I could just have it all set up. All right, let me just do this first. We'll go into, should we do next? So we got, let's take a look at this. We also have, I didn't even mention it in the beginning. We got Russia talking about how the Russian state media talking about how he believes Russia and the United States are going to team up. All right, let me share this screen with you. We were just talking about this. Why is it slow? I don't understand. Why is it slow? All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the point. We are now only 100,000 and probably less at this point away from Russia having lost 1 million men, either dead or severely wounded from the battlefield. Like, I don't even know how to put that into words in today's society as to how a military could put themselves in a situation, or a government could put the military in a situation where they would lose 1 million of their soldiers. And then we got, and we'll talk, they play it on the Russian state. We got Donald Trump calling, or, Donald Trump's cabinet, the people in his cabinet calling Vladimir Putin a strong leader again, right? Talking about Trump and Putin, and he says, two strong leaders. I mean, the world is not stupid, right? They are waking up everywhere. If you watch LBC in the UK, if you watch any of the Australian news, if you watch any of news coming out of Germany, people recognize what the fuck's going on, and they're not shy about putting it out there. They understand that Donald Trump is somehow in the pocket of, aligned with, bought by Vladimir Putin. And that's just the reality that we have to deal with now. And his sidekick, Elon Musk, is just diving through the United States government, tearing it up with that stupid fucking chainsaw he brought on stage, right? Cutting veterans, cutting this, cutting nuclear, cutting fucking, he doesn't know what he's cutting. Ebola, USAID. Right, Adolf, right. There you go. For comparison, the United States lost 68,000 in Vietnam, and we had double the population as Russia, and lost 10 times the troops. So, I mean, the comparisons are just, you can't even. That's what I mean. There's no way to get that number, 1 million soldiers lost, into the brains of Americans or Europeans, for that matter, in today's day and age. Everybody's too far removed from World War II at this point to even think about what would have to take place for that amount of carnage, for that amount of people, for that amount of kids to lose their lives or legs, or whatever it may be. So yeah, Russia over the 900,000 mark since February 2022. Russia has lost 1,300 soldiers killed or wounded over the past day alone, bringing its total number of personnel losses to 900,800. Details of combat total loss of the Russian forces between 24 February 2022 and 21 March 2025 are estimated to be as follows. Approximately 900,000, like we talked about, 10,394 tanks, 21,000 armored combat vehicles, 24,000 artillery systems, 1,300 multiple launch rocket systems, 1,100 air defense systems, 370 fixed-wing aircraft, 330 helicopters, 30,000 tactical and strategic UAVs, 3,000 cruise missiles, 28 ships or boats, 1 submarine, 41,000 vehicles and fuel tanks, 3,000 special vehicles and equipment, and a fucking partridge in a Russian pear tree. Good grief. Good fucking grief. And this is obviously coming from Ukrainska Pravda. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's probably not that hard to do the math on, you know, when around the date that they should hit 1 million if this continues, which it doesn't look like there's any swift end in sight, like Donald Trump had promised the American people, had promised the world, like he said he was going to get it done in 24 hours, right? Now all of a sudden it's a really complicated process, and maybe we can get it done. We're hoping we can get it done. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin's still bombing the shit out of Ukraine. Again, in the last show, we talked about the memo by the think tank, basically in Russia, that was put to the Kremlin, basically giving their demands on what they would have to get for this to end. You know, when in reality, all they have to do is tell their soldiers, "Hey, pick up your fucking weapons, walk or crawl or get a ride back to Russia right now. Boom, boom, let's go. Nope, don't even bring the weapon. Just drop them. Just drop them and go." How hard would that be? Wouldn't be that fucking hard. But anyways, thank you for joining me. I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I don't know where everybody is. I think it's because the sun's out, guns out, or it could be because it's my 4th stream today. That could be the problem. That could be the problem right there. Maybe it's just I'm not good at this. I don't know. Who knows? You guys tell me. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna take a look at these town halls. We're gonna have some fun now. We're gonna have some fun looking at these town halls. Let me get out of this. I'm gonna take a little bit of this out of you. And then there we go. All right. So, yeah, Republicans are not having fun. They are having to stand up in front of their constituents. They are having to do their best to defend Doge, to defend Elon Musk, to defend Donald Trump. And the people are not having it. They are not fucking having it. So let's take a look at... I believe we can take a look at this one first, too. Let's take a look at this one first. I think you'll like this one. So let me get this right. I'm going to do it like this. Okay, this is just, I believe it's MSNBC talking about, just the grief and the outrage that people have been showing their politicians, their Republican politicians, and I think there's a couple Democrats in here as well. But let's take a look.
Fury at Washington on display from coast to coast this week. Here in deep red Wyoming, constituents blasted Republican Congresswoman Harriet Hageman over federal cuts made by the Trump administration and Elon Musk's Doge.
Which is, it's so bizarre to me how obsessed you are with federal government. But
can you fucking imagine that? Harriet Hageman, right? That's Harriet Hageman on the stage. And the people are upset. The people are asking questions, right? And she says to them, "Why are you so obsessed with I think she says government? Is that what she says? I forget."
Here's the thing.
It's like, what the fuck? Hold on. Let me see if I can rewind that 10 seconds. Does that work? Yeah, it does. Here, I want to hear what she says.
Administration and Elon Musk's Doge.
Which is, it's so
I'd say that, moms, but I'd probably get copyright strike from hell.
bizarre to me how obsessed you are with federal government. But
Yeah, how obsessed you are with federal government. They're at a town hall for their fucking representative. What are we talking about here? What? It's like the hockey players at a fucking NHL game being like taking the mic and be like, "What the fuck are you guys so obsessed with hockey for? What are you guys doing?" It's like, what? We bought tickets. You're playing, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a hockey game.
but here's the thing.
Here in Illinois, some protesters...
This is the Democrat. So this is the Democrat here in Illinois, and a rather large individual steps up to him and gives him the who's a what's about to.
Aggressively confronted Democratic Congressman Sean Casten about U.S. support of Israel in the war in Gaza.
Sir, what you're saying is I'm not going to get my way when my people are being slaughtered.
Sir, get off the stage right now. Get off the stage right now, sir.
Republicans and Democrats alike fending.
Fuck off. Sorry about that. But it's very emblematic of how people are feeling right now in this country. Very emblematic of how people feel towards their politicians, right? Again, like I said, I got you. Sorry about that. People don't have an outlet. They don't know what to do. So when you give them this outlet, everybody just wants to get their fucking 2 cents in, and it is lovely. It is lovely. I am loving it right now. Loving it when the people take it in their own hands, right? When the politicians are on their back foot, right? When we have the fucking power again, let's go.
Off anger on a wide range of issues like Medicare and Medicaid here in battleground Arizona.
We want you to be straight with us. How do we go to the next level to fight this?
And reigning in Doge here in deep blue Maryland.
We are not interested in hearing that you are in the minority. We know that.
But while there's been no shortage of loud frustration, even quieter constituents want answers. What's the main thing that you want to ask the congressman if you get a chance to?
Well, I want to ask him, what are you doing?
Democrat Mary O'Hare drove an hour and a half to be one of the first in line for Tuesday's town hall with her congressman, Nebraska Republican Mike Flood. She's worried Doge cuts will hurt Nebraskans.
A lot of this is going to really impact farmers and people in nursing homes and children who don't get health care and elderly and people with disabilities. It's going to go all over.
But Republican Steve Champlin told us he can't get enough of Doge and wants Flood and President Trump to hold strong.
If we need to cut, we need to cut. We got to cut the spending down. We're just too far in debt. I don't want to become another third world nation.
Republican Carol Mosman voted for Congressman Flood, but she came hoping her representative will check the administration.
I want to hear that he's going to stand up, that he and other Republicans are going to stand up for democracy, that they're going to not let Mr. Trump take over using executive powers.
I mean, from young to old, that seems to be the sentiment, right?
Earlier this month, Speaker Mike Johnson encouraged fellow Republicans to stop doing town halls altogether, claiming they attract paid or professional protesters. The folks we spoke with pushed back. Are you paid to be here? Do you belong with any groups who are financing you coming up here today?
No, just my personal conviction about what's right.
And like other town halls, personal convictions quickly became public.
I get it. There's a lot of people in this room that don't support what Doge is doing. But for the first time, we are making some progress identifying places that we can reduce the budget.
After it all,
they didn't play the booze there, but he got booed pretty loudly.
Congressman Flood, though, told us he looks forward to his next town hall.
I think this just comes with a job, and I think a lot more members are going to be having town halls. And you know what? There's probably some people here that didn't agree with my position on a lot of things, but they went home with the satisfaction of knowing they let their representative know how they felt.
Watch Break.
All right, so that's one of them. Let's check this one out now.
Federal agencies have left some government workers in limbo. And tonight, people in Baltimore County came to speak to elected officials. WMAR 2 News' Raven Payne was at the town hall. Raven, what did some people have to say?
Well, Janae, people at tonight's town hall were very passionate, angry, and scared about what's happening in the federal government. Many telling the Democratic elected officials there tonight they need a completely different game plan for them to turn the tide.
The continuing resolution. Well, let me just say,
let her speak. Let her speak.
Thursday night, a fiery back and forth between Baltimore County residents and our state elected officials. Senators also Brooks, Van Hollen, and Representative Mfume sat with ears open as the state of the federal government took the spotlight at a town hall. People say they've never felt more uncertain, one of the main worries surrounding Doge layoffs.
Again, from small towns to big cities, from red states to blue states, from south to north, old to young, the sentiment seems to be the same at all of these fucking town halls, right? What are you doing to fight what the fuck is going on? And again, we're pushing aside how many of these people actually voted for what the fuck is going on right now, or the people that are doing what's going on right now. We'll put that a fucking side. But if we can team up for this and unite against what the fuck's going on, if they have finally been pushed too far, if they finally realize they fucked up in their vote, let's fucking go, right? And the movement is there with Bernie and AOC for them to join, right? For us to fucking get that fire lit under the people.
9 of the employees got fired. And our one employee who worked with them was so distraught that she committed suicide.
Also, Brooks points out the success unions have had filing lawsuits, but still calls it a sham.
In this attack, which is a witch hunt on our civil servants, it's a witch hunt. That's absolutely what it is. It's not.
There is a few more here. That I think you get the picture on that one, but there's a few more in here. Let me see if I can take this one out that we can look at. I think we just did that one. Just did this one. Let me put this on stage for you. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. Let's see here. Is it that one? We did this. We did. No, that's not that one. Oh, yeah. Fucking, I didn't even talk about it in the opening. Schumer. Jesus Christ. What a disaster that one was. All right. I think it's going to be here. This is just highlights from Chris Hayes as he goes over several of the instances that we're talking about here, the town halls where these people just get absolutely berated. So let's see if we can check this out. Here we go.
Evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes, the world's richest man, Elon Musk, the guy who essentially bought Donald Trump an election, the guy who regularly reposts racist and fascist conspiracy theories, who holds no elected office and no Senate-confirmed position, contra the U.S. Constitution, who regularly talks on the phone with foreign leaders of America's adversaries, whose business interests around the globe make him a walking, talking intelligence risk. That man cashed in on his MAGA.
Oh, that's my fault. That's my apologies. This is Chris Hayes talking about how he's not Elon Musk in his China briefing, his connections to China, but we should also give this guy a fucking top secret briefing on what's going to happen if we go to war with China, so he could relay that information. But I mean, I've never heard anything fucking more stupid in my life. I apologize. I put out the wrong, but this is very pertinent as well.
Investment in a new
and make sure you hit the like button, guys, please.
Way today. This morning he arrived at the Pentagon like it's one of his subsidiaries, like one of the many companies he runs. Welcomed by Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth to receive, according to multiple reports, classified briefings on the workings of the most powerful military in human history. Multiple officials told the New York Times yesterday Hegseth and 2 top admirals were set to present Musk with details on the U.S. plan to counter China in the event of a military conflict between the two countries. According to the Times, it was unclear what the impetus was for providing Musk such a sensitive briefing. Trump and Hegseth
There's no reason.
called the story fake news, but shortly after their denials, the Wall Street Journal confirmed it with their sources. Musk to receive top-secret briefing on U.S. war plans for China. The Trump team denied those reports, but as they started to get blowback, why on earth Musk would have access to this classified briefing, Trump then insisted he didn't clear Musk to see the United States' top-secret contingency plans for a possible future war with China.
Here we go. Check this out. This is fucking beautiful.
Denying this New York Times report that Elon Musk was going to be shown a 20 to 30 page presentation about a theoretical war plan against China. Why not just show it to Elon?
Because I don't want to show it to anybody.
Okay. So still, Musk spent 90 minutes today with Hegseth at the Pentagon. You can see them shaking hands as.
First of all, what a ridiculous question, right? Why wouldn't, again, do these people not understand Elon's ties to China? Right? The biggest Tesla factory he has is in China, right? I think it's the second biggest market he has for his cars. Right? We always talk about, they made in America, USA brand, made in America. Yeah. Fucking, what about the Xinjiang? You know what I mean? Unbelievable.
Musk left. He reportedly told the defense secretary, if there's anything.
If there was one person on earth that you would not want to see those fucking plans, it would be Elon fucking Musk. Like, literally, by definition of who you should not show, it would be that guy. It would be that guy.
I can do to be helpful, I'd like to see you. Moments later, when a reporter asked what the two had discussed, the billionaire responded, "Why should I tell you?" Afterwards, Hegseth joined Trump in the Oval Office, where they gave...
Listen to the hypocrisy now, right? Listen to the whole how it flip-flops now. Listen to how this flip-flops.
Contradictory statements about how Musk was a true blue patriotic American and also a deeply conflicted businessman with overseas interests who can't be trusted with American war plans.
I don't want to show that to anybody, but certainly you wouldn't show it to a businessman who is helping us so much. He's a great patriot. He's paying a big price for helping us cut costs, and he's doing it.
He says, that makes, first of all, he doesn't even finish the thought that he was trying to make, right?
But certainly you wouldn't show it to a businessman who is helping us so much.
Certainly you wouldn't show it to a businessman that is, and then he goes on to say how much he's helping us, which obviously contradicts what he just said, why you wouldn't want to show him. So then he goes on to talk about good things about the guy.
He's a great patriot. He's paying a big price for helping us cut costs, and he's doing a great job. He's finding tremendous waste, fraud, and abuse. But
I love that he says that, and he's never said those fucking three words together in his life until he fired the inspectors general, right? And everybody started talking about how their job and their duty was to find the waste, fraud, abuse, and now he can't fucking stop saying it. Show me a time on the campaign trail anywhere since he fucking entered politics where he talks about waste, fraud, and abuse. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't heard it.
I certainly wouldn't want, Elon has businesses in China, and he would...
let's see. So you're saying there's some sort of conflict of interest is what you're saying.
Be susceptible perhaps to that. Elon...
He's got a conflict of interest, and he could be susceptible to, again, manipulation by the CCP. Is what he's talking about. I mean, there's no other way that he could be manipulated that would hurt the United States besides by the Chinese government, right? Or any other government. So now he's talking about how he's a businessman with ties to China that he can't fucking trust. Is what he just said.
Musk is a patriot. Elon Musk is an
but now he's back to a patriot. To Pete Hegseth. He's a patriot you can't trust with ties to China, but he's the best patriot with ties to China that you can't trust out of all the patriots with China ties that you can't trust.
Elon Musk provides
thank you, Stoneflower Dragon.
And our military rely on, and I'm grateful.
Thank you so much. Don the Con hold on. Fuck, it's gone. Where'd it go? Don the Con referred to Elon as a patron, for fuck's sake. Yeah, maybe he signs up to Donald's Patreon. He's probably a Patreon now that I think about it. I think he can afford it.
For that. We welcomed him today to the Pentagon to talk about Doge, to talk about efficiency.
Right, and this is the part that we don't know, right? When you get down to the fucking brass tacks of it, we don't know what he was shown. We don't know if he saw those fucking plans. There's no video evidence. I don't know if there was anybody in the room with them. I don't know if there's going to be some sort of, typed, fucking, what is it, script of what the hell they were saying, right? Of what was said. I don't know that. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the report. And maybe he fucking could. Maybe that's the whole fucking point here. Maybe there's a whole back deal. I'm not going to put on my tinfoil hat, but I mean, it just sounds a little fucking too simple to show Elon Musk, who has huge ties to China, direct to the top. And we're talking about the war plans when we go, or if we go to war with that country. Like, that couldn't be any dumber. Right? It's like flying over fucking... I don't know. It's like giving all our war plans to fucking Henry Ford, right? Or fucking, I don't know. Pick any fucking traitorous piece of shit, and then we're gonna give him our war plans, even though he has huge ties to fucking the enemy. Good grief! So here we go.
To talk about innovations, it was a great informal conversation. The rest of that reporting was fake. There was no war plans. There was no Chinese war plans. There was no secret plans.
I might add that I think Elon, if they ever wanted to do that, I think Elon wouldn't do it. I think he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't want to put himself in that position.
You follow all that? I think I did. Like, it was all fake news, but also they wouldn't do it, but also maybe they canceled it when the heat got too hot. You catch Trump's last point there? Elon would never put himself in that position. For the record, the Wall Street Journal reported that Musk, according to one person familiar, was going to receive the top secret briefing on China because he asked for one.
So, okay. So everything that Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump just said is fucking bullshit. Pardon my French. Complete and utter horse patooey. So not only did he ask for it, Donald's like, I don't even think he'd want to. Why would he want to? Well, I don't know. Maybe because he fucking asked for them? I don't know. Mr. fucking Patriot, Mr. Ties to China, ask for the fucking plans? Let's see here. A little fishy, you think? No? Seems strange to me why he'd fucking want those. No ties to the military whatsoever, right? Somebody's going to peel him off the fucking Xbox so we can take a look at these fucking war plans? I mean, is there anything fucking that these people say that is true or factual? Anything at this point. I mean, we had what, over 30,000 lies Donald Trump told in his first shot, right? Over 30,000, 33,000 or something like that. Who's counting this time? Because I feel bad for that person. I feel really bad for that person. I hope their abacus is fucking working overtime on that one.
Nobody can say for sure if Musk's sensitive Pentagon briefings today did include Chinese war plans or what they included. Trump and Hegseth deny it. They aren't exactly the most credible sources when they just yell fake news. But here's what's interesting. This is really the key point. All of this sort of weird back and forth, self-contradictory sort of, oh no, we would never do that. Those denials do show they do understand the problem here, right? Like even Donald Trump. It would not sit well with most Americans because, as Donald Trump notes, Elon's business in China makes it a gargantuan conflict of interest. China is the second largest market for Musk's Tesla car business. Did you know that? Do you know that Musk has multiple Tesla factories in China, including the company's largest production facility in the world, which you can see in this video, produced by China's state-run media company. Okay? That facility produced half of...
There you go. Produced by their state-run media. I mean, we're talking about connections to the fucking top of the CCP here. We're not talking about, oh, yeah, he did a couple of deals with a businessman in China. You know, you can kind of wipe that off, clean their slate on that. No. We're talking about a fucking gargantuan fucking plant in China put in the whole thing, this whole media deal put on by the fucking state, right? And it's weird because it seems to be that Tesla was the first privately owned or like wholly owned car company ever in China. Like most of them had to have like deals with the state where the state gets a fucking portion of it, right? Somehow Elon managed to skirt that. I'm not sure how that fucking happened. You know, it seems to be every other car company that wanted to do business in China had to fucking kick a little something or kick a little bit of their business over to the top, but not Elon. Elon didn't have to do that.
Tesla cars in the world last year. Musk has staked Tesla's future on its operations in China. And this is an enormous vulnerability for him because right now, Tesla sales are plunging, especially in China. They used to be the hottest electric car in the world, but now they have lots of competition. They are getting their butts kicked in China by homegrown car maker BYD, company started as a battery maker, who has eaten Tesla's market share with cheaper cars that don't regularly combust or plow into traffic. This week, BYD unveiled a battery system
that don't regularly combust or fucking plow into traffic. Oh, man. I love the little fucking backhanded slaps at Tesla.
That can charge an electric car in 5 minutes, roughly the same amount of time it takes to fill up a tank of gas. As a result, Tesla's China shipments dropped by half in February from a year earlier, just over 30,000 cars. That's the lowest monthly figure since July of 2022. And of course, this is part of a bigger...
Keep it up. Keep it up. That's what I'm talking about. We don't need to burn them. We'll burn them out by not buying them. And again, I'm not putting it out of the fucking realm of possibility that these car dealerships and the people that own them are looking at this as a fucking opportunity to collect. Believe me, I'm not. There have been people arrested for, Molotov cocktails and stuff like that. So obviously it's taken place. So again, we don't need that. We don't need that stupid. You're going to put yourself in jail. You're going to fucking harm the movement. So dumb. Stop doing that. You could fucking potentially harm other people. You don't know where that fire is going to spread. You're an idiot. So fucking cut the shit. Let's just boycott, protest, surround the places, fucking, make sure people know if they're driving one, who the fuck represents that company and who they're represented by driving it. Right. That's what we do.
Story about just how brittle Elon Musk's wealth really is. Tesla is spiraling everywhere. The company just announced a recall of all of its Cybertrucks to repair body panels that won't stay on. That recall also tipped reporters off to
bad news, bad news. Even when it's good news, it's bad news.
Which is less than 50,000. Then there are the protests, not just in the U.S., but worldwide demonstrations and boycotts of Tesla to oppose Musk's one-man war on the federal government, including his dalliances abroad, where he, like, for instance, endorsed the far-right party in Germany.
Again, like I said, this is not only happening in the United States. We're talking about worldwide fucking protest in boycotting of this company. Like this is on a massive scale that these people, investors in Tesla are now seeing their fucking, I don't know, investments and their savings being wiped out because this asshole decided to spend fucking $250 million to get himself involved in politics. Not only involved in politics, but inside the workings of the fucking federal government. Given the keys to Fort Knox. And that's not fucking hyperbole. Fucking take that to the pillow when you're sleeping tonight. The keys to Fort Knox. Imagine if I said that fucking 6 years ago. Yeah, no. At some point, Donald Trump's gonna have a second. He's gonna have a second fucking crack at the presidency, and not only that, but he's gonna give Elon Musk the keys to Fort Knox. What? What are we talking about here? I mean, that's just unbelievable. I don't even know how you would even. You'd have to call me crazy, right? You'd have to call me crazy. All right.
Competitors are now encouraging Tesla owners to trade in their cars, and owners are doing that at a record pace. Tesla had accounted for a majority of Musk's wealth until this week, but now its stock has plummeted. Over 40% of its value gone in the last 2 months. 40%.
Nearly half the company's value. Nearly fucking half the company's value.
In an all-hands meeting this week, Musk, back at Tesla, begged employees to, quote, hang on to your stock.
But things are going great, guys. Things are great. Never been better. I don't know why everybody's, I don't know what you're talking. I know Fox has been doing infomercials, and I actually know we did an infomercial at the White House. Because sales are dropping so fast and people think I'm a Nazi. And it actually became apparent when I did the Sig Heil twice, on the stage. And I probably should have done that, but I did do it. And now everybody's screwed. So I'm going to try to have the president of the United States do a little, 2 a.m. infomercial, like a New Hampshire car, like a New Hampshire used car dealership, right? And it didn't work. Not only that, it made things worse. But Elon Musk will have you believe that everything's fine, everything's great. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Great, perfect.
But get this, okay?
Wrong.
In the past 3 months, top officials in Tesla, people at the top of the company, they have sold more than 745,000.
So get what's going on. So the people at the top the people at the top are getting rid of everything, right? While Elon Musk is asking the people, his workers at the company, the people that actually do the work and keep the fucking company going, to hold on to their shares, right? So let's see what happens. If they were to hold on to their shares and everybody at the top sell their shares, is that going to make my stock go up or down? So what he's asking is his employees that keep his fucking to take a hit so that the people at the top can sell all their fucking shares at a higher price, while it still has fucking any value whatsoever.
Shares in the company. In that same period, they have bought 0 shares of the company they work for. Not even a shameless Tesla sales pitch by the American president on the White House lawn can goose Musk's sales numbers. Like his wealth, Musk's mystique rests largely on the success of Tesla. And listen, that success is now anything but assured. Imagine how desperate and erratic that can make a man who's already, I don't know, at least by my perception, kind of desperate and erratic.
Is there a way to speed, I don't know why I'm asking you guys, but because you guys can't even see what I'm doing, but I was trying to speed this up. I know I can go to YouTube and speed it up, but I don't have it on YouTube right now.
A man who's been deputized to act as an extra-legal government enforcer, whose operatives are tapping into all of our data and sensitive systems, who at least this morning seemed headed to the Pentagon to hear all about our secret war plans with China, a country that represents Elon Musk's last best hope for saving his shaking business empire.
Again, right? Think of how fucking crazy that is. So as it's crashing, right, where his biggest hope is to keep it going, where do you think that is? Because it seems to us he's lost the United States at this point. Fucking he kissed that one goodbye. I mean, people are fucking, they don't even want to drive the cars no more. Never mind buy the fucking things. So where's his biggest market? Where's he going to be? Where's he thinking he could be saved by? And maybe a little bit of information could help him, right? And then the leaders in the CCP could make it mandatory somewhere for their citizens to buy Teslas at some point, or maybe it could become the car of the fucking the hierarchy of the CCP. So every one of the people in the government get a Tesla, right? It's their new government vehicle, so he gets a government contract. Maybe a little bit of information could help with that. If he just had some sort of information to bring to China that would help them some way, that way he could get something in return. I'm not sure what that information could be, guys. I'm not sure, but I think we can figure that one out. Good grief. All right, I think it goes into Rachel too, so let's just keep it rolling, right?
My whole adult life, we have thought of attacking Social Security as the third rail of American politics. You touch it, and it is a guaranteed political death. Well, we are now witnessing the strongest test we've ever had of that aphorism as Donald Trump grabs that third rail firmly and unmistakably. Trump has announced plans to...
Let's see here. Jen says, hi, Jen, by the way. Appreciate you. Remember, Teslas are the most driven by liberals. Mostly driven by liberals. We thought he was one of us. Don't vandalize our fellow progressives' cars. I mean, I don't know the numbers on it. I would suspect that to be the case, right? I mean, I doubt fucking the Republicans were out there buying them to save the environment. I'm sure a lot of them did when they started getting this, the boner for Elon Musk. But yeah, I mean, again, like I said, it doesn't matter who the fuck's driving. It doesn't matter what it is. You know what I mean? Why don't cause somebody else? Just again, you can get your message across without having to fucking cause them damage, pain, fucking anything. So I get you. Let's roll.
Fire thousands of people who work at the Social Security Administration, more than 12% of its staff. He has released plans to shut down dozens of local Social Security.
Joanna, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Hope you have a wonderful day. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's a beautiful day out there for you, but I appreciate you spending time with me. That's amazing. That's amazing. I really appreciate that for you to spend time with me on your birthday. It's really awesome. That's really awesome. I appreciate you, Johanna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Security offices across the country. Simultaneously, Trump is also making changes that will force millions more people to have to go to Social Security offices in person rather than dealing with the agency over the phone as they can now. That means millions more elderly people and people with disabilities will be forced to somehow make their way physically to a Social Security office in person if they can find one, because
and this is what we're talking about. This goes back to why would it be so difficult for everybody to just have a voting ID, right? Like fucking everybody could just get one, right? And it's like, no, you don't understand. Like a lot of people live in rural areas. Some people aren't mobile, right? They don't have a ride to get to places all the time. They don't have the money to fucking pay for a ride. Some of them are just, if you're disabled, it's not easy. So this is the same type of thing. Now you're going to make these people go physically to the location. You know how difficult that makes it for fucking everybody? You know how many people aren't going to make it there just because of that fact? All right? Do you know how many people in red states, how many old people are going to be affected by this? And again, the red states, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't think any MAGA listens to this. I'm not naive enough to believe that there's any fucking MAGAs in the chat that are sitting there listening to me. But if there happen to be any that see this afterwards, when these fine fucking people share this out to everybody, you are going to be affected, not only the quickest, but the most. Like you are going to see the most drastic effect by these cuts. Your family members, your fucking grandparents, right? Who do you think is the most dependent on federal assistance in this country? You don't think it's the fucking cities in the blue states, do you? I mean, of course, there's people all over the country that are dependent on, but in totality, I think it's the red states that are most dependent on federal assistance, right? Where do most, just speaking from New England terms, where do most people, when they get on in age from New England, where do they move down to, right? They move down fucking south. I mean, the fact that, I mean, and again, I understand people are upset, but some people are still fucking cheering for this. Let's not get it twisted. I mean, this isn't fucking everybody. Some people are dumb enough to fucking think this is a good thing. But I don't, like, people in the red states, and Mag, if you're listening, please, God love you, but fucking, what are you thinking? Stop hurting yourselves. We're trying to make it so you don't get hurt. We're trying to make it so the federal government can work for you, can give you the assistance that you need.
They're closing lots of offices because they will need to get help in person from a Social Security staffer, provided they can find one who hasn't been fired. The Trump administration also wants to give Elon Musk's group of Doge staffers access to Social Security's database of incredibly sensitive personal information, as we covered here on the show last night.
Again, what's the most valuable? What do people consider the most valuable fucking commodity in today's day and age? People's fucking data, right? Where you shop, who you talk to, what apps you like, where you go, where you eat. That's how these, I mean, again, fucking, you know, our great friend Hal Sparks calls it fucking hashtag it's a heist. I mean, people have recognized, I believe, from the beginning that this is going to be fucking horrendous, but to what extent, we did not know. And it's gone fucking from 0 to 1 billion miles an hour real fucking fast. And people don't like it. And it's not fucking working, and it's not helping. It's not saving us money. If you take a look at the Doge website, it's all fucking horse shit, right? Doesn't tell you, doesn't give you any specifics on it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. They want your data. They want the information. Elon Musk wants to make X into the fuck, I'm blanking on it now. The Chinese app where they use everything. Was it fuck, I don't know. I literally have an article on it too. Like an idiot. Let me see here. It's not WeChat, is it? Why can't I think of it? Anyways, the app used, the chat will give it to me. The chat's always smarter than I am. But you know what I'm talking about. He wants to make it the all-around thing. You have to use that. Yeah, WeChat. Was that right, Kat Bacon? Appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, that's what he's trying to do. And again, where's he getting the information from on how to do that? Where's he getting the fucking, like, again, the connections are so obvious, guys. The connections are so obvious. And I know you guys know. You're all fucking smart enough to know. I know I'm somewhat preaching to the choir here, but the whole point is so you guys can share this out and other people can hear this and join the conversation and be like, maybe that's not what I voted for. Maybe I didn't vote for Elon Musk to fucking be able to pay $250 million to steal my information so that he can make Twitter like this fucking WeChat thing where you have to use it for everything, and everything you do, all your information is stored on this. You have to do it through that. And it's like, oh, no way, that couldn't happen because he'd have to have some connection to the government. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Maybe he could get that done. Maybe he could make it so everybody in the country is forced to do their fucking activities through this app.
For now, a judge has blocked Doge from getting that information. Today, Trump's acting director of Social Security responded to that ruling by throwing a tantrum and saying if that ruling stands, he will shut down the Social Security Administration altogether. And you don't have to be among the 70+ million Americans who currently receive Social Security.
I'm sorry. I just want to make that clear on the number she said. 70 million people. 70 million. 10 million more than 60. Write that one. 70 million people.
To be mad about any of that, right? Making grandma wait in new lines is not nice, right? Making people check themselves out of the hospital or the nursing home to somehow make their way to a faraway office that hasn't been shut to wait for hours to do something they used to be able to do on the phone. It's not nice, right? Pitching a fit and saying you'll just shut down the whole administration is not nice. It ought to be obvious, right? Nobody needs to spell that out for you. Unless you're Donald Trump's Commerce Secretary. I don't know if you saw this today. I feel like in any other moment, this would have been wallpaper all over the American media. But this statement today from Donald Trump's Commerce Secretary about what Trump is doing to Social Security, this tape is such a political disaster. I feel like I almost have to close my eyes because I can't bear to watch it. Just, here you go. Check it out.
Let's say Social Security didn't send out their checks this month. My mother-in-law, who's 94, she wouldn't call and complain. She just wouldn't. She'd think something got messed up, and she'll get it next month.
Yeah. So they're relying on old people, not understanding how the system works, right? They want you to, this is the fucking pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Grandma. Pull those fucking bootstraps up. What, because you didn't get your check for a week? Fucking buck up. Buck up, Grandma. What, so what? You're not going to get your medication this week, right? You can't get fucking food this week? Maybe it'll come next week. You don't know. He doesn't know. You're relying on their fucking hopes and prayers that this thing is just going to suddenly come in the mail? Even though you know it's not, you sick mother... And as Rachel said, if this was said in any other fucking period, right? Any other fucking period in politics, this would be, again, wall-to-wall headline news. This guy talking about how grandmas and grandpas and fucking the elderly all over the country wouldn't call and complain, shouldn't call and complain if they don't receive their fucking benefits to keep themselves alive. Like, are you serious? Yeah, right. Pull yourself up by your nylons, Grandma. Right? Pull yourself up by your fucking, the shoehorn.
A fraudster always makes the loudest noise, screaming, yelling, and complaining.
Howard Lutnick, Wall Street titan, Trump cabinet member.
That's Mr. Giggles, too. That's Dr. Giggles. That's always behind Donald Trump. And no matter what Trump says, no matter what fart comes out of Donald Trump's mouth, this son of a bitch is giggling like a schoolgirl that fucking just smoked 7 joints.
Saying that his mother-in-law wouldn't call and complain. She'd just wait until next month, see if her check came then. Anybody complaining about not getting a check is obviously a criminal. How does that comport with what you understand of the reality of getting a Social Security check? And who in your life you know gets a Social Security check? Mr. Lutnick went on to say that anybody like Elon Musk, who had been inside a payment system like PayPal, quote, knows the easiest way to find the fraudster is to stop payments and listen, because whoever screams is the one stealing.
Imagine, dude, do you understand what's being said there? So they're just going to cut it off, and whoever says, hey, you know what, I'm going to call and be like, hey, I didn't get my check. I didn't get my benefits. Nothing. What's the fuck? Those are the people that are going to be the fraudsters. So those are going to be the people that are going to be looked into, right? How they got Social Security. Were they fucking really eligible for Social Security? What they've been doing with their fucking Social Security. Like, I hope you guys understand. If you guys out there, and I know there's some fucking elderly folks in the audience, I understand. I really do. And I know there's some people in this audience that receive Social Security. Fucking, I hope you understand what you're listening to here. I do hope you understand what you're listening to and how fucking absolutely ludicrous it is. And how directly this is going to affect you. I mean, this isn't, I mean, you heard it from his own mouth. Don't complain if your shit don't come. Don't complain if you can't get your meds. Don't complain if you can't get your food for the week. Don't complain, if you can't pay for your fucking heat or your oil or your electricity or your cable or your phone. Don't fucking call us to complain, because if you do, you're going to be the one looked into. You're the fucking bad person. I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics. We're checking out Rachel Maddow and the fucking lunacy of these people trying to put 70 million people in danger of not receiving their benefits. If you could hit that like button, and if you're fucking one step better, you could hit the subscribe button. And if you want to do one better than that, you could join this channel for $1.99, right? You wouldn't even notice it. And if you don't notice it, you're the one I'm after. If anybody is financially, having to rob Peter to pay Paul, not the one. You guys like, comment, subscribe. That's the free shit. Don't worry about it. I love you guys just as much. All right, let's continue. Appreciate you guys.
This is not like a random podcaster, dude. This is cabinet official in the Trump administration while they are devastating Social Security. Yeah, maybe it gets easier if you hear it again. Here's one more time.
Let's say Social Security didn't send out their checks this month. My mother-in-law, who's 94, she wouldn't call and complain. She just wouldn't. She'd think something got messed up, and she'll get it next month.
Yeah.
A fraudster always makes the loudest noise, screaming, yelling, and complaining. And if all the guys who did PayPal, like Elon knows this by heart, right? Anybody who's been in the payment system and the process system knows the easiest way to find the fraudster is to stop payments and listen.
Yeah.
Because whoever screams is the one stealing.
To stop payments and listen. Without any fucking regard, without any thought as to what those payments that he's stopping go to buy for people. Or how much they help people. Or how much people depend on those fucking payments. He's talking about it like it's, I don't know, you're not getting your $1.25 return for your can. Or what is it, 10 cents, 5 cents? I don't even remember. I forget now. Was it fucking 10 cents, 5 cents? Like you're not getting your 5-cent return on your can, you know? Like, oh, don't worry about it. It's fucking, it is what it is, right? We'll just cut it off. Whoever yells the loudest, we'll figure it out then. Those are probably the people stealing. Meanwhile, people are going to be fucking homeless. Meanwhile, people are going to be fucking hungry for the week. Meanwhile, people are going to have lights turned off. You never know what situation people are going to be in. It's not like, who knows? Somebody could be waiting for that check because they told the electric company, hey, listen, I understand I've missed the last 3 payments, but I'm getting my Social Security check on this date. Please, if you can fucking keep the lights on till then, I promise I'll make the payment. It's coming then. I can see it in the computer. It's fucking, I have the email that says it's coming on this date. Please don't shut the lights off or don't shut the heat off, right? Please don't shut the heat off. It's fucking cold. Please don't shut the gas off because my check's coming this day. I promise it's coming this. I know it's coming this day. Doesn't come. What do you? Lights off, motherfucker. Gas is off. Heat's off. Then what? No food, no heat, no lights, no gas, no water, no fucking. What do you got to do to these people? You think none of these people have kids? You think it's just these fucking people that are relying on these checks? You think they're not? You think that money doesn't go to help other people and their families too? You think that's not going to trickle down to the people that these people are responsible for or in their families? Because it's definitely going to. And again, the people down in the red states, you assholes down in the red states who voted for this shit, it's coming for you first, and it's coming for you the most. Because it's going to be most difficult for you guys. For you guys to find the assistance that you need after these checks stop coming, right? The people in the cities, they're close to all this shit. They're close to the fucking Social Security office. So they're close to, their families sometimes, their friends where they can get help. It's going to be a lot fucking tougher in the rural areas, right? Going to be a lot tougher when your neighbor's fucking 45 fucking minutes down the road. When you got to drive 2 hours to get into town so you can go to town hall, right? It's going to be a lot more difficult for you guys.
He's talking about Social Security checks to elderly and disabled people. Stop the payments and listen. Whoever screams, that's the one stealing.
How fucking disgusting. And I'm sorry. I know YouTube doesn't like when I swear, but how fucking disgusting can you be? How much of a piece of shit can you possibly be? How fucking out of touch with reality can you fucking possibly be to sit there in front of a crowd with the fucking position and the power that you have to say that shit? And you wonder why people are fucking setting shit on fire? You wonder why people are pissed off at town halls? Right? This is a fucking mystery to you?
Try seeing that through the eyes of people, even just people in the news. Maybe you can't imagine real human beings that you've met right? But try seeing it through the eyes of people in the news whose Social Security checks have, for one reason or another, been cut off, and who are not the mother-in-law of the Commerce Secretary for Donald Trump. For instance, take Ned Johnson of Seattle. You might have seen his story going around this week after it was written up in the Seattle Times. Ned Johnson was very mistakenly declared deceased by the Social Security Administration. It was just a mistake. He is not dead. Here's the headline in the Seattle Times. Here's a, quote, dead person on Social Security in Seattle with plenty to say. After this mistaken classification, the bank then deducted $5,201 in Social Security deposits from his family bank account. Mr. Johnson is 82 years old. He spent nearly 3 weeks on the phone, followed by 4 hours in person before he could straighten it out. And even though he himself could handle the interruption in his Social Security check, Mr. Johnson said,
I'm going to play this. I'm going to do the rest of this that we're going to watch on YouTube so I can speed it up so we can get more in and we're not, taking up all the time with that. So let me just get the other one in from YouTube, see if we can get to the same spot, and I'll speed it up a little. That way we can get a little more in, right? Let's see, speed. What's a good speed? Maybe 1.25. We'll go 1.2. 1.25. See how that works. Here we go. Hopefully, I'm not sure if it's the right spot either. Let's see here. Howard Lutnick. She talks about him. Right. All right. We're right here. Here we go. Oh, shit.
It's a Social Security check. Mr. Lutnick went on to say that anybody like Elon Musk, who had been inside a payment system like PayPal, quote, knows the easiest way to find the fraudster is to stop payments and listen, because whoever screams is the one stealing. This is not like a random podcaster, dude. This is cabinet official in the Trump administration while they are devastating Social Security. Now, maybe it gets easier if you hear it again. Here's one more time.
So we heard it. We heard it.
That's the one, right? But try seeing it through the eyes of people in the news whose Social Security checks have, for one reason or another, been cut off.
Sorry, just
Johnson said he understood what could be at stake for other people. He said, quote, when I was in that line, I was thinking that if I was living solely off Social Security, I could be close to dumpster diving about now.
Dumpster diving about now, right? If you're living solely off of Social Security, which many fucking people do in this country, right? Again, what are you going to do when that check doesn't come? What do you do? You probably have people you can rely on for a week or two, maybe a month, right? Maybe somebody that's really fucking fortunate that you have somebody in your life and they'll take care of you, maybe give you something that get you by for a couple months, make sure you can pay the rent, right? Make sure you can keep the fucking lights on. But here you go. Here's a guy right here talking to you, real fucking life American. If that's what I was fucking solely relying on, I'd be damn close to dumpster diving by now.
Or consider James McCaffrey of Oklahoma City. His benefits were also cut off by mistake. And even though he, too, financially could handle the interruption, he says he understood that for other people, this would be a severe crisis.
Shit, time is flying by. Hold on. All right, so I want to get into this. Christ. Nobody even said anything to me. Let me take this off, remove. Oh, sorry. Let me take this out of here. Christ, I didn't know we were running out of time like that. I know I started late too, so we gotta. And I'll give you the extra time that you guys deserve. I know it was at least probably 10, 15 minutes that I took for you, and I apologize. But let's get into the movement. All right, this is Boston. Yeah, this is. I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics. If you could, please hit the like button, share this out, subscribe. We could just edit that last part out. That'd be great. Oh, Sammy, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate the super sticker, dude. Appreciate you, Sammy. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics. Make sure you hit the like button, share it out. You can become a channel member right underneath me for $1.99. You become a Patreon member for $5 a month at patreon.com/Boston Brian. That would be fantastic. Best ways to help the channel. So let's get into the movement that is brewing, that has been brewing, right? The growing movement of Bernie and AOC, of the fighting oligarchy tour, right? I mean, this is going above and beyond what anybody thought this was going to turn out to, right? So let's take a look at exactly what's been going on in the movement that is building, not only on the left, but again, the anti-Elon, the anti-Trump movement that, again, is slowly growing on the right, gives us something, gives us finally Something. I think for the first time in 10 years, the first thing that we could actually say, okay, this is what we can fucking fight for together, right? And I'm not saying that's going to happen. I don't even know if that's happening now. But I'm just saying it seems like a possibility where we could fucking finally look and say, okay, these assholes are stealing from you. Yes. They're stealing from you. Yes. Okay. They're stealing from me too. How about you and I and me and you? And how about we just we team up and we go after them, right? We can set aside our differences. We can fucking deal with that later. Let's deal with the fucking main fire here, right? We'll put out the biggest fire first. Again, maybe I'm maybe I'm hoping for too much. Maybe I'm thinking too much is going to come from this. Christ, I ran out of time so fucking fast. How did that happen? That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't like it. I don't like it. Which one should I? Let's do this one. God damn it. I ran out of time. Son of a bitch. I always do. All right, let's take a look at the movement, the growing movement. Let's fucking go.
What a king in the United States. We overthrew a king.
23,000 people in Tucson, Arizona for the Fight the Oligarchy tour led by Senator Bernie Sanders and
Sorry, I probably should say before I lead into this, this is Ben Meiselas from Midas Touch and their coverage of this. We'll take a look at, again, just a couple minutes of this, and then I'll show, we got another clip that I want to tell you, show you, excuse me.
Congresswoman AOC. This follows 34,000 people in Denver, 86,000.
Look at that. Look at that. What's happening? There's no, what people are just pissed. This is the pissed off movement right here. This is what this is. The movement of anger and frustration. The movement of, I have nothing else I could possibly do. Give me some fucking people to stand with so I can yell and scream and get my fucking voice heard somewhere. I have to get this fucking out. What was that? Medford? Somerville? Was that supposed to be Medford? Meffa? What's Meffa? I know Somerville. I understand that one. But yeah, let's again. I don't want to waste any time. Sorry.
People over just the past 5 events in Colorado, Arizona, and Nevada. The people are showing up. Let's take you inside what went down in Tucson, Arizona. Right here, Senator Bernie Sanders explains we're the wealthiest nation in the history of the world. There's no excuse for what's taking place. Let's play the clip.
Absolutely important is for us never to forget we are today the wealthiest nation in the history of the world. There is no excuse for 800,000 people to be sleeping out on the streets. There is no excuse for 20 million people, including people right here, paying 40 or 50% of their limited incomes for housing. This is America. We can build 4 million units of low-income and affordable housing. We can lower rents.
This is America, and we will fight the oligarchs, and we will build 4 million homes right now.
This is America. We should not be the only major nation on earth not to guarantee health care to all people as a human right.
I mean, fucking God bless Bernie right out there. What's he, 84, 83, 84, something like that? I mean, come on. Give it up to him. And I know, I think he understands he's not going to make a run. It's not going to be his time, right? And he's still out there giving everything he has to make sure that this movement builds, to make sure that, AOC has a platform, right? I think he understands that this time is not his. I think he understands that this time is for him to build and then to maybe do what Joe Biden should have done and pass that torch on to the younger generation so that we can continue the fight. So, like I said, a couple minutes left.
The function of a healthcare system is not to make billions in profits for the drug companies and the insurance companies. It is to provide quality care to all. We can do it. We do not have to pay 10 times more for prescription drugs than do the people in other countries. We can take on the greed of the pharmaceutical industry, cut prescription drug prices in half.
Next, Senator Sanders talks about our system should not be one in which an oligarch like Elon Musk can pay $270 million to try to hoist up the oligarchy and get Donald Trump elected. Play this clip.
Now, I don't care if you're a conservative Republican or a progressive. Does anybody think it makes sense that we have a campaign finance system where one man, Musk, can put $270 million to get Trump elected, and then his reward is that he becomes the most powerful person in government?
All right. So let's take a look at this one now. See if I can remove that and put this one in for you.
The progressive left movement drew big crowds in Colorado today.
After hosting a rally at UNC in Greeley, Senator Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez moved on to Civic Center Park in Denver. And that's where we find 9 News reporter Ria Jha. Ria, the crowd was certainly energized tonight.
Yeah, people started showing up 3 hours in advance. A line just to get in wrapped around the entire block of Civic Center Park. And we spoke to people while they were showing up about why they came. And they said they were fed up with the current administration and that they needed to hear a message like this.
Look at the crowd. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Come on. I mean, this would be fucking, yes, normal if there's an election taking place, right? Normal if I don't know, fucking something was happening. There's nothing. It's just people are fucking pissed. People are fucking pissed off. That's it. Give me somewhere to yell. Give me some people to shout with. Give me some people to fucking be like, yes, we are like-minded. I understand. I am frustrated too. Let's tell them how frustrated we are. I mean, this is fucking election crowds here, people. This is election crowds.
Crowd. These two didn't need any introduction.
In the hundreds of rallies that I have done, we have never, ever had a rally as large as this.
Thousands of people flooded the Civic Center to see.
Look at that. Look at that, people. Come on now. Come on now. What are we doing? If we're not going to recognize this as something happening, if we're not going to recognize this as a movement in front of our faces, if we don't fucking recognize that we have been asking for somebody to step up as a leader, right? If we don't recognize that and say, hey, looks like fucking AOC and Bernie are stepping up to the plate. And I'm not saying they're the only ones. I'm not. But look at this. This don't fucking lie. The numbers don't lie here. Looks like somebody's stepping up. It looks like we finally have somebody that we could fucking follow and a movement to get behind and a fucking place to express our frustrations and to fucking see where, okay, we're not the only ones that are pissed off, right? Okay, good. And if fucking any Democratic politician was fucking smart, they'd get on this fucking gravy train right now. And they'd start saying the same things. The more people on this train, the more people that fucking hop on this bus, the better. The more pressure we put on this fucking government, the better. And when they finally see that, holy shit, these people are in the fucking streets. Holy shit, our businesses are suffering because they're fucking boycotting Tesla. They're boycotting, any fucking company that is donating or giving money to this government to do whatever the fuck. Right? Boycotting fucking Boeing. Don't fucking fly Boeing. I don't feel safe on their planes anyway. Now they're going to get the contract for the new fucking military plane. Yeah, great. Who wants to fucking be the test pilot on that one? Good luck, buddy. Good luck. You're going to be the test pilot on the fucking Boeing, the new Boeing military jet. Good grief. Oh my goodness. What city is this? This is either Denver, so let's check this out too. Let's check this out. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Christ, how do I get out of this one now? I'm going to do this. I'm going to share it instead. Give me a second here. We'll just go over like, what is this? Back. Oh, no. I did want that. Excuse me. Sorry. Can you see it? Is it on the stage yet? No? All right, hold on. Let me set it up first. So we're going to go to Bernie here. I'm going to put this on the screen so you guys can see it. Let me get this out of here. Let me put this on stage. Can you see it? Everybody can see it? All right. So this is Bernie. Obviously, this is his Twitter page. Thank you, Tucson, and the more than 23,000 people who came out to see me in AOC and Rep. Greg Kasar. In the 5 events we had, over 86,000 people joined us to stand up to authoritarianism and oligarchy and stop any bill that slashes Medicaid to give billionaires even more tax breaks. I mean, these again, the photos don't lie. I'm not, I mean, they will tell you the correct story of the frustrations of the American people right now, and not only the American people, but people around the world, right? There's one of them. Let's see here. Is AOC, Greg Kasar, and Bernie. I mean, again, these are This is an election event. I mean, look at the crowd. This is this is like a serious. People are out there, and look at that. Come on, people. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, please. Please. Right? And they're scared because Fox News is trying to combat it. Newsmax, they're all trying to combat it. These are the lines here. So like I said, he was in Tucson. I know there's one in Denver. Let's see. If I scroll down, this is the video speaks for itself. 34,000 people out in Denver, largest political rally there since 2008. The message is clear. No authoritarianism, no oligarchy, no to Trumpism. We are ready to fight back. Feed that. Look at that. Here we go, people. Come on now. Let's go. Feed that into my veins right now. Finally. It's about fucking time, right? It is about fucking time. Here, let's take a listen. Let's see what this is saying here. Although I can't hear it. Maybe there is no sound. Is there no sound on this? Maybe it's just a drone shot. But look at that. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fucking let's throw some emotion in the chat. Let's get some emojis in that chat. Let's get fired up here. Let me see. How does this make you feel when you see this, right? How does this make you feel? Right? Does this give you something that you can fucking hold on to, something palpable that you can fucking hold on to now, where you understand that you're not the only one, that the people are pissed and you do have an outlet, right? Right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, I know a lot of you guys, I've been seeing it in the chat. You hear all the time, and I know the frustrations that we feel and how crazy it is that you don't feel like you have anything you can do. Well, guess what? This is what the fucking politicians in your area should be doing, right? This is what they should be doing. And if you scroll down here, how do I get out of this one? Make that smaller. And if you scroll down here, this was, let's see here. That's another one. That's another picture in Denver. He was in, what's this one? Hello, Denver again. This is Greeley, has a population of 108,000. 11,300 of those Coloradoans joined our town hall for this afternoon. So that's Colorado. Let's see, I take a picture of that. Look at that. There you go. I mean, again, to fill to have that many people show up in a non-election period, to just to show their frustrations is pretty eye-opening. It should be very alarming for this fucking government. Let's see here. That's another one in Colorado. Let's see here. This is Northern Colorado again. Let's see. This is Tempe. Insane. 15,000 in Tempe last night. Trump visited the same place 12 days before the election. He couldn't fill it. AOC and I had overflow crowds. So they're having, again, this sounds so ridiculous, but it's true. Not only do they have massive crowds, right? But they have overflow crowds, the people that they couldn't allow into this arena, right? And not only do they have overflow crowds, but they have overflow crowds to the overflow crowds. Right? Like, they don't know what to do with all the fucking people that are showing up. It's gotten to that point. Come on. This is arena-sized shit right now. Happening right fucking now. Where else? What else we got? This is Vegas, right? Thank you to everybody who came out in our town hall in Las Vegas. Today, the largest turnout we ever had for an event in Vegas. More than 3,200 people joined us. Now on to Tempe, Arizona. This is Vegas. Picture of them in Vegas, right? Great turnout there. Yeah, so let's see here. There's also this that I could show you. Let me see. I can share this tab instead. Can you see this one? Yes, you can. So here we go here.
But I'm here to remind you that we are not powerless in this moment. People are starting to put the pieces together. And ironically, the most divisive forces in our country are actually bringing more of us together than before. And that's important.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I want to let you all know, in every single stop that Bernie and I have had in the last couple of days, we were in Nevada a couple of days ago. We were in Greeley, Colorado, way out there in Colorado. We went to Denver. Every single stop has completely blown out all attendance projections. 3,200 people in Las Vegas. Out in Greeley, we went to a Republican congressman's district, Gabe Evans, who, you know, he just got elected. He just got elected. Usually your first 3 months on the job, you're on your best behavior. This guy hasn't held a town hall once. So we said, you know what, let's go out there. We'll hold our own town hall. We thought wildest dreams out there in Greeley. We thought maybe 2,000 people would show up. 11,000 people.
And like she said, guys, like I was saying earlier, I mean, there's a point where they could push us where it actually brings us together, right? Think about that. Think of how fucking crazy that is, right? This government right now is gone so far, so fast, as predicted by us on the left, that it is now pushing people so fucking far to the brink where it could actually bring us together. And again, maybe I'm fucking, I forget the word for it. Maybe I'm extremely hopeful, right? I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it's fucking possible. And it looks like that's the road we're on. If corporations and the billionaires and the government push us so fucking far, like they have been doing for the last fucking 40, 50 years, where the corporations are getting bigger and bigger, the CEOs' bonuses are getting bigger and bigger, yet the people that are fucking making these companies tick, making them run, are making shit. While the minimum wage has been fucking stagnant, right? While fucking unions have been decimated. Thank you, Big Dog. Appreciate that. And thank you to everybody that's contributed. I'm going to go to, I'll say 3:15 because I know I was late. But yeah, and then we'll thank everybody. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Big Dog. But there's a possibility. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. All right, let's see if I can finish this. And I think there was one more clip I wanted to play. I didn't get to everything, but I apologize. It's my fault.
Came out to Greeley. Then we went to Denver. And now in Denver, Colorado, again, our wildest dream, we were like, maybe we can get what if we got 20,000 people out in Denver? Last night, 34,000 people in Denver showed up.
And this is Anna Barr. This is the communications director, I believe, for Bernie Sanders. And she says, just to be clear about the moment that we're in, let me make sure you guys can see this. Just to be clear about the moment that we're in, at Bernie Sanders' biggest crowd in Phoenix previously was 11,300 in 2015 when he was running for president as a presidential fucking candidate. Tonight, in a non-campaign year, when he's running for nothing, 15,000 Arizonans turned out. This is a big deal. And let's not let this slip through our hands, right? Let's not let this fucking moment go. Let's fucking hold on to it like it's that last root that fucking Chris Farley was holding on to, falling down the hill, right? Come on. Hold strong, little root. Please hold strong.
I'm just dandy. I got a bowl of chocolate pudding in my underpants.
Right? That last root before you're tumbling down the fucking hill, right? When you finally wake up, when the fucking people finally wake up and they're like, oh my God, this administration is coming for my Social Security. It is coming for my Medicare and Medicaid, right? And then all of a sudden you're like,
what the hell was that all about?
And you finally fucking wake up, right? And then all of a sudden you find yourself looking and you're at a crowd with a bunch of Democrats screaming the same thing, right? Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. So let's keep it going. let's ride this fucking wave. Let's make sure that people understand they do have an outlet. You can find these town halls. You can find these places to go protest. Protests are happening all over the country. You just got to look for them in your area. There's shit to do. You can do it. We can do it. And I didn't get to. There's a good article here from Vox. I'm not going to get into it, but I will show it to you. That I would advise you guys to read. I'll see if I can put the link here. Copy. I'll see if I can put the link in the chat for you guys. But this is Elon Musk and China. Well, actually, this is just a big ad right now. But at some point, it's an article, I promise, I think. At some point. What is happening? Oh, nope. All right, here we go. Are Elon Musk's security, Elon ties to China a national security risk, right? So this is a great article that kind of goes through, if you don't know, if you're not aware of Elon Musk's, direct direct financial ties to China. You can read this article. It gives you a good insight if you can get the article to work. That would be great. But if you scroll down to the bottom here, it tells you, Musk his direct ties to China, and how it could be a problem. So I definitely would advise you to do that. Let me see if there's anything else that I didn't get to that I want to get to real quick before I get you guys out of here. Nope. Oh yeah, fuck. God damn it. All right, let me see. We got to do it. I have time. It's only a couple minutes. What is that on the screen? I don't even know what that is. All right, let's do this. I'm going to bring this on. We're just going to listen to a couple minutes of how not to speak as a Democrat. If you're a Democratic leader and you get in front of a fucking camera and you have a microphone in your face, how not to speak. All right, I'm getting this out of here. That article did absolutely nothing but screw with me. Come on, any day now. There we go. All right, here we go. And again, this is not bashing. This is instructional. This is, again, how not to speak if you're a Democrat. There's any politicians watching. We're on our way to 12,000 subscribers. I would appreciate if you guys subscribe and help me get to that goal. I do believe, as I said I believe we're a 20,000
Friday was on the
channel,
day of.
at least. I believe we're a 20,000 subscriber channel, at least. So again, if there's any politicians that have to be scrolling through YouTube and find this, please do not do this ever. If you're on fucking camera, do not talk like this. Make sure you have your fucking talking points down. They're not tough. It's not fucking difficult to hear the American people and figure out what they want, right? It's not hard to figure out that they're fucking annoyed. They're pissed off. They're aggravated. They want you to fucking stand up, stand fucking tall, fight, find your spine, grab your balls, right? The whole 9 yards. Let me see if I can play this. I can't play it quick though. Fucking goddamn.
The shutdown being averted. And you came on the program, you said why you thought it was important, and since then we've had this enormous backlash. And obviously you're in politics a long time, you understand this comes with the territory. Has it made you rethink anything?
No, look, I knew when I made this decision.
They're talking about the deal. Let me see if I can skip ahead. I know, I'm only because I don't have a ton of
shutdown,
time.
we can't. They said, well, why'd you let that happen?
I think the only...
But what I'm hearing from people, and there's a lot of them, is right now a crisis is happening unlike anything the Republic has faced, maybe since even the...
So Chris Hayes here accurately depicts and portrays, right, and conveys to Chuck Schumer what the American people are feeling, right? And listen to Chuck Schumer's response.
Civil War. Right. Most Americans don't quite grasp it. And it's your job as the most powerful Democrat to use whatever tactics you have to communicate that. And by going along with this, you have missed this opportunity to tell the nation
there's only one,
just how bad it is.
There's only one choice to going along with it. Shut down. We have to pick the fights, and I want to fight Trump as much as anybody and stop him and not give...
But then why didn't you listen to the people? Why did you reverse course when you came out and said, no, I'm not going to vote for it? But then you did vote for it, right? Without any fucking politicking, right? You're leader. Your job as the leader to get out in front of the people and explain to them why you're doing this. You're supposed to put it on the Republicans. Make sure that the people know that the shutdown is on the Republicans. This isn't on Democrats. It's because of the fucking cuts that they put in this bill. Because of the people that will be affected by this bill. because of the people in the federal government that said, shut this fucking thing down. This is way too much. Too many people are going to be affected. There's no fucking way. We don't want Democrats' name on this when people look back in this in history and say, oh, look, the fucking Democrats signed on it too. Right? We had fucking two bad choices, we understand. But the people wanted you to fucking fight. Or at least come out there and put this on Republicans as a fucking politician. Come out there and tell people, listen, this is why the country is going to shut down. Because of them. This is not on us.
Republicans sucker help. But in this situation,
But doesn't it call the question? Doesn't the crisis create the attentional vortex that is necessary? Because right now, people have no idea that they're going to basically get rid of all of American universities and all of American science funding.
Yeah.
We try to communicate it every night, but there's nothing like a crisis to drive that home.
But the drama of the shutdown, eliminating all of these things would do such damage substantively that I couldn't tolerate it. I couldn't live with it.
As opposed to what happened in the bill, Chuck, as opposed to the cuts and the people that would be affected and harmed by what's going on in the bill that you signed off on. We understand that this is two shitty situations. We understand the fucking ramifications. We understand the risk that we are taking. The people understood that. And the people wanted you to stand the fuck up. And again, put this on Republicans. The shutdown would not have been because of Democrats. And that is his fucking job to convey. That is his job to do. And this fucking way, what he's doing here ain't doing it. I might not even get to it, but let me see if I can skip ahead a little bit.
Went up to a Montefiore Hospital, only cancer treatment, gave us only
eye in the cut until they self-destruct. Like, what's the plan? Well, but then what is the strategic plan?
What is the plan? There you go, Chris. Great fucking question. All right, Chuck. Democratic leader, here you go, your big moment. What is the plan of the Democrats? What is the fucking big plan? Because I know you got this. You've probably recited it. You've rehearsed it many times. I'm sure you have a fucking 1 or 2 line thing that you can come out with to explain to the people concisely to get across your message to what's going to fucking happen. Because you're the head Democrat. You're the lead Democrat. You're a politician for how long? You know how to do this. You can do this, right? You've recited this how many times? You must have this down pat. So you're going to fucking nail this, Chuck. I know.
Here is the plan. Here's what we're doing right now. Okay, there are two things I want to say. One, every day we are hammering away at Trump, and we have a simple thought.
I don't know what the fuck that means. What does that mean? What do you mean hammering away at Trump? Please, what the fuck are you talking about, Chuck? What does hammering away at Trump mean?
That unites the Democratic Party from one end to the other. He's asking the middle class to pay for tax cuts for the billionaires. It unites us all. Bernie Sanders likes it, and my most conservative members like it. We're hammering away at that. Today it was Medicaid. Tomorrow it's going to be, in the next few days, it's going to be tariffs. He's raising those tariffs, raising your costs, Mr. and Mrs. American, by $2,000 a year if he raises all these tariffs, so that he can use that money for tax cuts for the billionaires. He's cutting your education funds, and so your kids don't get a great education, and your school taxes will go up.
What is the plan? We know what he's doing, Chuck. We know. That's why we're pissed off. That's why the people are fucking pissed off. We know what he's doing. We understand the fucking cuts in the bill. Why do you think people are up in arms? What is the plan, Chuck?
So we have started doing this day in, day out, every day, fighting relentlessly. His numbers have started to go down from 51 to 47. If we keep at it and keep at it and keep at it, his numbers will be much lower. He will not only be less popular, but less effective.
So that's the plan. That's the plan. We got to hope and fucking pray that hammering away at Trump, whatever the fuck that means, is going to lower his fucking approval rating so much that then we might have a shot to do something. When you just had a fucking shot, the only chance, right? We had the fucking leverage for once as Democrats. We had the fucking power. They needed us for something, and you got nothing in return. The whole point as a politician is say, okay, if you need my votes, this is what you fucking have to do, right? This is what I want in return, and I will fucking help you. You make sure that there's no cuts to this. Make sure there's no cuts to that. Make sure that these people aren't affected by this, and maybe we can fucking talk. That's politicking. That's being a politician, not just, okay, you need my votes, but you're not going to give me shit in return? Okay, we'll sign off on it anyway.
Second, we will find the moments where we shouldn't give them votes. Hakeem and I met yesterday. We're exploring that right now. And there will be time.
We're going to find them. Imagine saying that after fucking just signing off on what he just signed off on. We're going to find the places to not give them votes. You're a little fucking late, Chuck, don't you think?
We're going to do it. Watch us.
Okay, but here's what I would say in response to that. And again, I'm channeling people.
Yes,
Hold on. Sorry, I think I skipped a little bit. Oh, sorry. Backwards. Hold on, I think it was right here. My fault.
Different.
It is a full-fledged. Well, if we can get their approval rate down a few points, then what?
No.
What happens?
Well, what happens is, look, first we get it way down. He's going to have much less. This worked in 2017. You say it didn't. Now it's a different government.
It's different, though.
Oh, it is different, but healthcare.
Again, with the same old, with the same old. This is not the fucking. This is. Times have changed, Chuck. And if you don't change with them, you're going to get fucking left behind.
We beat them. Taxes, we beat them. And guess what we did? Guess what we did, Chris? We took back the House.
Taxes, we beat them. Because I remember Trump getting his fucking buddies a really big tax cut that the American people had to fucking pay for. So how did we win in taxes? Not that that's a big fucking point of contention in this.
One in the Senate, and then we were allowed to do all those good things. This is not the only tactic. We have to stand strong in certain instances and not give them the votes at all. But there are instances with this. The two work together.
Okay. Again, I don't disagree with any of that. But the difference to me between 2017 and now, and I've been at this desk for both of them.
It's different.
It is a full-fledged assault on the constitutional order that has not been seen again.
Well, that's
certainly in my life.
That is true.
But the question then becomes.
But that's not the spending part.
That isn't.
Listen to Chuck right here. Listen to his use of words.
What is the role of the minority in resisting that? That's distinct from we're going to beat them on healthcare. We're going to beat them on spending Medicaid.
Look, if our democracy is at risk,
it is.
If our democracy is at risk, if it's at risk,
sorry, if it is certainly at risk.
Well, do you believe it is?
But if
Chris, ask him directly, do you believe it is? Because you didn't say that. You said if it's at risk. So you believe it might be in the future at some point. You don't believe it is now. But Chris asked him directly, do you believe it is? What's your answer, Chuck?
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you believe it's a
Trump?
Second time he's asked him.
Doesn't obey the Supreme
Court,
which may happen. You led up to it here. Then we will have two courts. We will have the federal courts, which hopefully John Roberts will stand up and make it happen. But we'll have the court of public opinion. And if that happens, as you pointed out, we have had rule of law since the Magna Carta. Okay?
The Magna Carta? What are you talking about, the Magna Carta? Fucking people don't give a shit about the Magna Carta right now. And again, so I'm going to get out the two fucking big plans that he's got are fucking wait till we have no rule of law anymore, right? Wait till fucking the rule of law breaks down totally, or wait till Donald Trump's hope and pray Donald Trump's fucking approval rating drops to a certain point where we could have leverage again, I guess. What do we? That's the leader? Sorry, hold on. Let me pause this for a second. I want to get that out there too. Hold on. What do we got here? Mark's got something to say. What up, DA Mark? Appreciate you back, Boston Brian. You help us face the hard news. Come on, people. We can right this ship. I appreciate that. Let's fucking go. I appreciate you fighting. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching, and I certainly appreciate your contributions. I'm just gonna do this real quick because I got to get out of here. But I want to show you this disgusting fucking pig. That I called was a disgusting fucking pig that I knew, several weeks ago was going to have to be somebody we were going to kick to the fucking curb and let this guy know that we don't give a fuck what. Please, he's done. He's done in my eyes. It's over. It's over because this is John Fetterman meeting with a war criminal, with a known fucking war criminal.
Sir.
What?
This is very.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip to the part here. Ready?
I
don't have time. So they're exchanging gifts there. They're exchanging gifts. And what does John Fetterman get as a gift? What do you think he's gonna get as a gift from this sick prick, this fucking demented, demonic son of a bitch, Bibi Netanyahu?
Thank you. That's great.
It's very difficult that it can be here in some place.
It's going to be here.
Yeah. What's your gift? What's your gift, you sick fuck?
I'm giving him a beeper.
Oh, beeper. A beep. You guys remember the beepers that blew up in the fucking pockets, in the pockets of some kids, right? Remember those things that fucking tore people apart when they handed out the beepers that were actually bombs? Remember that? Yeah, John Fetterman's got a silver one now.
This is a silver-plated beeper. The real beeper is like 1/10 the weight. It's nothing. Yeah, but it changes history.
You know, when that story broke, and I was like, oh, I love it. I love it.
When that story broke, I was like, I love it. Well, you can get fucked. You grubby son of a bitch. You grubby son of a bitch. All right, I'm over time. I apologize I didn't get to everybody today. Let me thank everybody and get you guys out of here on this wonderful, lovely Sunday afternoon. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out. That would be fantastic. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's get you guys out of here. So, Noah Dez, as usual, thank you for the 5 gifted. You guys you're fantastic. I appreciate that. Every single show has been a real fucking treat. And thank you guys for keeping the show going. Make sure you guys thank anybody that gifted you a membership. Let's see. NMKC Oriyama says, oh, wow, thank you, my secret gifter. Hi, Brian. Hi, Beck. How are you? Thank you, Petrazi, for becoming a new member. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate it. I won't hide the eyes. I promise. Petrazi's been here for 9 months. Lots of people going on to see Bernie. Absolutely. Let's get the movement going. Burke, thank you so much for being here, buddy. Hope you have a wonderful time skiing. I bet you're a little sore. Not as young as you used to be, huh? Rosanna, thank you for being here for 6 months. I really do appreciate it. Amanda's Esoteric Corner, thank you so much for being here for 2 months. 2 months. I still want to thank my membership donor. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you so much. And like I said, everybody should be thanking anybody that gives you a membership because it's very generous of them. They don't have to, and it allows you to be here and get access to the emojis. And please feel free to re-up on your memberships if it goes out. I appreciate it. Again, we're hoping to get to 12,000. Let's fucking go. We're not far away. Sheldon, thank you so much for the 1 gifted. Bicycle Mike, I really hope like I said, we're with you. And I know you're a fighter. I know you can beat this. I know you can do it. Don't think you're doing this alone. You have a multitude of people here, and I know it's just the internet, and I know it's not fucking face-to-face, but we are with you, and we are fucking rooting for you. We know you can do it. We're right behind you, buddy. So again, if you need anybody to talk to, I hope you can come on Wednesdays and Sundays and kind of vent and let us know how you're doing. Please. I appreciate you. Thank you, Berkeley. Again, let's see here. What do you say? I ski at Palisades, Tahoe, formerly known as Squaw Valley and Alpine Meadows. The drive home is about 2.5 hours or a full episode of Blunt Politics. Let's go. That's perfect. I appreciate you, brother. Big Dog with the membership. Thank you so much. Sandy says, sorry, I don't have more. Sandy, I'm going to, you know what? Next time you're going to get banned. Next time you apologize for not having more, you're banned. How about that? Absolutely. Do not ever in a million fucking years, anybody that's watching this, apologize for not having more to contribute. Nothing will piss me off more. Nothing will frustrate me more than somebody saying, sorry, they don't have more. I don't know how many times I have to explain on this channel. And Sandy, believe me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's just, this isn't about, I understand. I'm just using this as a platform, but absolutely do not, if you cannot contribute, I tell you, if you have to rob from Peter to pay Paul, if you're worried about the electric bill, don't even think about contributing to this channel. Just watch, listen in the chat, leave a comment after. You can share it out, subscribe to the channel. So many different ways that you can do this without coming out of pocket with a single dollar, and it helps me just as much, right? So please, absolutely do not apologize ever for not having enough. Any bit, $1, 99 cents, a cent, fucking a dollar of them, anything. Lovely. Perfect. You guys are fantastic. Don't worry about it. So Sandy, appreciate you very much. Stoneflower Dragon, thank you so much. Don the Con, referred to Elon as a patron, for fuck's sake. Wes with the Ray book, it's okay to disagree. Just debate with the love and intent to understand. We have no way to know the contents of another person's heart. Very true. Thank you, Jeanette. For the $1.99. Thank you, Lisa, so much for becoming a new member. Thank you, Grohl. Appreciate you. Everything's computer. That's hilarious. Thank you, Loretta. Excuse me, give it at least 3 months after the 100 days. Trump will throw Leon under the bus. I don't know, man. I think I thought that too, but they've been through more than I thought he was going to handle in the first. Oh, Joanna, thank you so much. But yeah, he's been through more than I thought he was going to put up with in the first place. And there's no signs really. He's watching his son and they're driving in the cars together. So I don't see any cracks really yet. Gianna, thank you so much. I'm happy to be spending my birthday today. Not only are you here spending your birthday, but you're contributing. Oh my goodness, Gianna, thank you so much. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And I feel like an asshole. I mean, who gets a gift on somebody else's birthday? How do I fucking take that? Ugh. Like this whole thing is so weird because I want to stay independent, right? I don't want to have to rely on ads and sponsorships and anything like that. I don't want to be forced to say anything or not be able to say anything because of something. So, but the only way that I could possibly do that is through you guys. And I hate that. It's disgusting in my eyes that I have to, I don't know, like beg and keep reminding you guys to contribute. It's not something I like doing. It's not something I'm comfortable with. But if I want to remain independent, if I want to remain, free to say what I choose and not be, told what to do, then that's the only way that I can do it. And I hope you guys understand that because I don't like doing it. I really don't. Sorry, let me get back to the comments. I just got on a spiel, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. And happy birthday, the happiest birthdays. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Happy 21st. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $5 gifted. Thank you, Jeff. Giggles McNutnick. Oh, that's great. Howard Lutnick, fucking idiot he is. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you, JD, for the profanity bonus, as usual. Thank you, Obscenity Sam, for the gifted, for the $1.99 super chat. Mom says, "Mwah, love you all. Let's fucking go." Right back at you. Sally gifted a membership. Sheldon gifted a membership. Melissa's been here for 8 months. April 5th, hands off my protest. Let's get out there. Absolutely, Melissa. Anything you guys can do and take pictures, video. I'll be more than happy if you guys send some video into me of you guys at these protests to play it on the show, right? Put it on social media. Make sure other people know that these things are going on. Let me know. If you guys are out there, let me fucking know. Let's go here. Thank you, Big Dog, for the one gifted. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, Noah Dez, again, for another 5. You saint, you. Yvonne's out here. No, Natalie. No, remember Natalie. Boston Brian. Her outfit rather than wasn't. You find the weirdest shit. You really do. Thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate it. Thank you, Moms, again. Hope the rest of your Sunday is quiet and calm. Me too, Moms. I appreciate that. Yours as well. Right back at you. Austin says we're going to find the moments not to give them votes and then give them votes. Right. Makes absolutely no sense. DA Mark, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Boston Brian. I help you help us face the hard news. Come on, people. We can right this ship. We can. And it seems like we're going in the right direction, Mark. I will say I'm very surprised at how fast this has kind of turned around to, people realizing the dangers that we do face. And again, it's funny how fast you can make people realize what the fuck's going on when you start taking the money out of their wallet. Right. Ricky, thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here for 11 months. So proud to be a part of this awesome family. Well, we are so blessed and appreciative to have you in this family. We really are. Thank you so much. Again, another one, really. Oh, man. I will be out causing good trouble next weekend at Harriet Hagman Town Hall. We may need bail money. Let's fucking go. Ricky, like I said, video. Let's go. Fucking film those things like Benny Loco did. Hers went fucking all around social media. That's what we need. That's how we get this thing going. People are like, oh, we can do this, right? We can do this. But Ricky, good luck. Get out there. I appreciate you. Deanna, not sorry. I'm not a billionaire. So not a billionaire. Sure. So take this. No, not sorry. I'm not a billionaire. Sure. So take this. Again, I don't know how to feel about that, but I appreciate you, Deanna. You know I do. Brian, you accept contributions and we all stay independent. We are in it together. Well, I appreciate your understanding, Allie. I really do. It's just, like I said, I'll never, ever like that part of it. I'll never, ever be comfortable with it. But again, if this is what is going to happen and this is what I've been passionate about, that's the only way. That is the only way, is if you guys enjoy it and keep watching and keep contributing and, boost this channel. I think we kind of hope it would have gone a little faster, but I think everybody hopes that, right? But thank you, Allie. I appreciate it. And to round it out, Martha, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. You guys are fan. Oh, I lied. Not the last one, but thank you, Martha. I appreciate that so much for the $10 super sticker. Yakov rounds it out with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Yakov. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to let you guys go and have a wonderful, fabulous, terrific, I don't know. Can't think of any other adjectives on that one. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I really do. like Mom said, I hope it's quiet and calm and peaceful. There's some sun out there. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for joining me. I will see you guys Wednesday night after Hal Sparks, 8:30 Eastern time, right here, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. Thank you guys on Facebook. Thank you guys on YouTube. Thank you on Twitch. And if anybody's watching on Instagram, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. I'm Boston Brian. This is Blunt Politics, and I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm going to try it. And again, nothing on this exit video is correct. I'm playing it solely for the music because everybody likes the music. So disregard what it says. Just jam to the music. But I'll see you guys later. I appreciate it. Boston Brian, I'm out. Later.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful, I'll give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
Yes, of course, hence the name. Movement, it moves a certain distance, then it stops, you see. Revolution gets its name by always coming back around in your face. You tried to kill me, you son of a bitch. So welcome to the revolution.
We always do about this time.
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
Fucking Nazis. Yes, of course, hence the name. Movement, it moves a certain distance, then it stops, you see. Revolution gets its name by always coming back around in your face. You tried to kill me, you son of a bitch. So welcome to the revolution.
Hey, you got a little chubby going there.
What in the hell was that all about?
Referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. The big, fat, sloppy United States.
They call them dumps, big, massive dumps.
They're just getting acclimated. You know what that means, acclimated?
I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, why does it work if I do it twice? I don't get it. What about this one? This one's older. I don't know. Music. I don't know. Bye. Hi.
Yes, of course, hence the name. Movement, it moves a certain distance, then it stops, you see. Revolution gets its name by always coming back around in your face. You tried to kill me, you son of a bitch. So welcome to the revolution.
Just tell you that a con artist is about to take over the Republican Party and the conservative movement, and we have to put a stop to it.
Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was. The Battle of Gettysburg, what an unbelievable, I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. Never fight uphill, me boys, never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general, and they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys, but it was too late.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
I am the chosen one.
Wrong.
Tell the director to call the White House. Do your fucking job!
My superpower is being honest. I will eat my neighbors.